Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are on Sports Edition. If sports is for you, give us a subscribe if you don't mind. Go on, you know it makes sense.
Yep, do it.
Big sports week for us this week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I know we mentioned it before, but now we're just coming to the midway point of our sports week of going to went to Anfield. Started off on when was that, Sunday?
Sunday, which was a decent result for us, really.
Yeah,
1-1. We never win there.
Yeah, we don't never do well there. And then yesterday we went down to Cheltenham for the Cheltenham Festival. Yeah. Biggest horse racing event in the jump business anyway, in the National Hunt calendar. Went down there to a bit of horse racing down in Cheltenham. How was your day at Cheltenham?
My day was good. Won a little bit of money.
I won quite a lot of money.
You did?
Yeah, I did all right.
That last bet.
I went all in on the last bet and won. Got first and second combo.
Yeah, you said you needed them two to finish the first two, and they did.
Yeah, and I had the winner on its own as well. So it was big.
I had the same winner on that same bet though, and we both won.
By the sounds of the cheers in the crowd, I think a lot of people had that horse.
Oh mate, everyone had that.
Yeah,
horse.
it seemed that everyone. I heard it as I was walking up. The best thing was I was stood at the bookie, and someone in front of me was like, "Can I have $3,000 on number one?" And I went, "Yeah, I'll have 100 quid on number one as well." Then.
Yeah, 100%.
I went,
that's what like
Joel, as soon as I heard him put,
as well.
Yeah, as soon as
like
he's
some guy with
3
like a
Gs.
flat cap and he looks like he knows what he's doing, puts so much money on one of the numbers. I'm like, yep, do that.
Well, I was stood in a line and going for the toilet, and a guy in front of me looked like a proper. He had the long green trench coat on, the deerstalker type trilby hat sort of thing. He had a proper 3-piece suit on underneath his and he said something to his brother or his friend, whoever he's with. Super posh spoken, and I went, "What was that?" And he went, "Oh, we're horse racing owners. Our horse is in the next race." So I was like, "What odds is it? Is it what you reckon?" And he went, "It's 25 to 1. It's down from 60 to 1. It's 25 to 1. Now it's moved down. We reckon it'll finish in the top 3." I went, "Right, what's it called?" And he gave me the name, and I'm like, "Has he given me the right name, or is he blagging me to move me away?" So I went, "So it's worth a couple of hundred on it." He went, "We think it'll finish in the top 3." Anyway, I got talking at the bloody car stand. And the next thing I saw the horses lining up to go, and I went, "Oh shit!" And I thought, he didn't come in.
Oh,
so I got lucky. I missed the race. Yeah, dicking about. Yeah. But anyway, like I say, big sports week, and then it's Newcastle this weekend in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Yeah. Win that, Wembley next. So this moves us on to the biggest ever contract in sport. Do you know who it is?
Because I saw the thumbnail. It's going to be Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani, yeah. He did
the Dodgers.
Because there's something football knocking around, which is quite big as well at the moment.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, Ronaldo got a big, massive contract in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, he did, but it's just because that's Shohei Ohtani's was more recent as well. So
right.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's see what this is. The biggest ever contract in sport.
Who has the biggest contract in global sport? It's not Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, nor is it Patrick Mahomes. It's actually Shohei Ohtani, who plays for Major League Baseball's LA Dodgers. So what is it that makes him so valuable?
All-rounder, isn't he? Pitcher.
Yeah, he is,
batter.
In December,
Fielder.
Ohtani signed a 10-year deal with the Dodgers worth $700 million.
10 years? I didn't even know you could sign contracts for that bloody long.
Sign a contract for as long as you want.
No, you can't. Not in football.
I think you can sign for as long as you want.
Nah, it's a maximum 5-year deal, but then you can like swivel around it and make it 8 years or something like that. That's what Chelsea did.
That was all for amortization. What do you call it? Amortization.
Dollars from 2024 to 2033. Now, our definition of biggest contract means the total value of any current contract of an athlete in a team sport globally for exploits solely on the field. Endorsements and personal sponsorships or extracurricular revenues are not included. Now, there are a few sportsmen who, in 2024, are earning more than Ohtani's $70 million a year, including Cristiano Ronaldo in Saudi Arabia, but his total deal isn't worth anything close to $700 million. There are also high-earning individuals in other sports, but again, none has a single contract.
Jaylen Brown is the highest paid NBA player. Biggest NBA contract, Jaylen Brown.
$304 million.
It's not even the best player on the Celtics.
I mean, what you've got is they're the highest contract signed, but when you look at it, someone like, say, Patrick Mahomes, that's 10 years as well. But you look at, let's look at Ronaldo, for example, 536, 2.5 years. After the 2.5 years, he's doing another 2.5 years, probably. Yeah. Well, he's a little bit older
Probably
now,
not, I think he's going to retire.
People like your Mbappes and people like who are young will be smashing them out as well for over a 10-year period.
Ronaldo's contract owes him more money a year.
Yeah.
But it's not as big because
correct.
Ohtani's is just longer.
700 million over 10 years.
There are also high-earning individuals in other sports, but again, none has a single contract as big as Ohtani's. Ohtani turns 30 years old this summer, was born and raised in Japan, and is both an elite hitter and an elite pitcher, an exceptionally rare two-way player in baseball. His $700 million deal is notable not just for being the biggest within a team sport, where cost controls are in place, which highlights his exceptionalism. It is also structured in a way that is unusual, that helps the Dodgers and will likely help him in the long term to mitigate some of his tax liabilities. But why is he worth so much? In 2021 and 2023, he was voted the most valuable player in MLB's American League by the Baseball Writers Association of America and was the first man in history to win the MVP award by unanimous vote twice. He was also the MVP runner-up in 2022. All of this despite playing for a team, the LA Angels, who haven't made the postseason for 9 years. How? How did he do this? Well, the data makes a compelling case. OPS is a sabermetric statistic calculated as the sum of a player's on-base percentage and their slugging percentage. Essentially, how often do they get on base, and when they do hit the ball, how far do they hit it? In the MLB, an OPS of .8 points you in the upper echelon of hitters. Ohtani's OPS in 2023, when he hit the most home runs in the American League at 44 total, was an MLB high at 1.066. And across the 2021, 2022, 2023 seasons, he averaged an OPS of .964. From the pitcher's mound, ERA, or earned run average, is the average number of earned runs given up by a pitcher per 9 innings pitched. An ERA of between 2.0 and 3.0 will put a pitcher among the best in the league, while a level of 3 to 4 is above average. Ohtani's ERA as a pitcher in 2021, 2022, and 2023 was 3.18, 2.33, and 3.14. So Ohtani excels at both hitting and pitching in a way that in the modern game is unheard of. In 2021, he pitched 10 innings and made 200 plate appearances in the same season. The last player to do that was the legend Babe Ruth himself in 1919. As well as being one of the fastest players in baseball and having one of the strongest arms, Ohtani is a true positional unicorn. Ohtani's contract is...
So you can't do both at the same game, can you?
Yeah.
You can't pitch and then bat.
Yeah. Pitcher's bat. I think there used to be...
I thought if you like two-way play, it's either that game you're pitching or that game you're fielding and batting.
Yeah, good point, because I think one of the leagues... Someone will have to let us know the rules on this, because I think one of the leagues... Is it the catcher bats? And the other league doesn't. I think the pitcher doesn't bat, does he? No, you're right.
The pitcher never bats.
You're right. I'm thinking getting mixed up with the catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's let me know on that if the catcher's bat in both leagues.
I think the catcher in the MLB bats.
Yeah, but one of the leagues they never used to. I don't know if they still do it.
Really?
Yeah, they used to have a call.
I don't, because then you can't. Then you're playing both innings as well. If you're doing that, you can't play both innings.
Yeah, but you have to let me know on that, because I'm pretty sure catchers in one of the leagues didn't bat. And I want to guess. I'm not sure which league, which one it was, whether it was the American League or the National League. But I also think one of them used to have a dedicated hitter, so the catcher wouldn't bat.
No, but
someone would come in and bat
I
for
thought
them.
they all had a designated hitter and a catcher bats as well, because there's 9 people that bat, but there's only 8
they might change the rules so the catchers do bat, but I'm pretty sure all the time.
How many people would actually be on the field? Catcher, first base, second base, shortstop,
9.
third base. Is it 9?
Probably 9, wouldn't it?
Catcher, first base, second base, shortstop, third base, and then the outfield is 3. So there's
Pitcher.
8. But the pitcher's not on the field when they're batting. He's on the different team.
Well, neither's the first baseman when they're batting.
Oh right,
He's
yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
bench.
mean. But like what I'm saying is like the pitcher doesn't bat, so he's not part of that lineup for the
9.
bat.
Yeah.
So there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
And then the last one's a designated hitter.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question now, because I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, you guys can let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
That.
Ohtani is a true positional unicorn. Ohtani's contract is also unusual. He will receive only $2 million in annual salary from 2024 to 2023 inclusive, and then $68 million of his annual $70 million salary each year will be deferred. He will get $68 million per year from 2034 to 2043. The wage deferrals were enthusiastically adopted by Ohtani because they will allow the Dodgers to sign more great players on big wages in the coming years. In Major League Baseball, there is a cap for collective wages of the 26 players on the team's active roster at any given point. That cap in 2023 was $233 million, and in 2024 it will be $237 million. But teams are allowed to spend more as much as they like. That is why so many of the biggest contracts in sport can be found in baseball. But any expenditure over that cap figure is hit with a luxury tax, on a sliding scale upwards depending on how much you spend above the cap and for how many years. CBT income is then redistributed across baseball. By deferring $68 million...
That's what they should do in the Premier League over here. They're talking about that the money's not cascading down, right? So if you get someone like Newcastle now who wants to spend a load of money because they've got it, but they can't because of financial fair play, then if they did that and then levied a luxury tax and then give that to the lower leagues, leagues would be laughing. Everyone will get a share of the wealth, but they won't because it's greed. Greed kicks in.
Is then redistributed across baseball. By deferring $68 million of Ohtani's $70 million annual salary over the next 10 years, his Dodgers salary over the next decade won't count as $70 million per season for CBT reasons, but as $46 million per season. Why? Simplifying the explanation as much as possible, the MLB considers that $68 million Ohtani will receive in deferred income in 2034 as worth only $44 million in 2024. In other words, if the Dodgers put $44 million in the bank today and let it accrue interest until 2034, it would be worth $68 million then. So, Ohtani's actual salary of $2 million in 2024 plus his $68 million salary for 2034, worth $44 million in 2024, counts as only $46 million towards the Dodgers' cap spending this year. With Ohtani as a star player and other stars joining him because the Dodgers have leeway to spend more because of Ohtani's deferred income, it becomes more likely that on-field success will follow. That in turn will bring the Dodgers more revenue, from selling more tickets per game to jersey sales and club sponsorship deals, not the least of which from Japan-facing brands and from tours and extra media exposure. Ohtani may benefit personally from deferring most of his Dodgers income because tax laws in the US say a state cannot impose income tax of retirement income of a person who isn't the resident of that state. If by 2034 he has left California, or indeed the US, he might be able to argue that his $68 million a year for the next decade is retirement income. Or maybe it will become a legal tussle. Time will tell. The bottom line is he signed the most lucrative sports contract of all time. The Dodgers can afford it because there isn't in reality a hard cap in baseball. And because they can gamble, it will be worth it on and off the field for the team and for Ohtani too. If you like this video, please
Did like that video.
The thing as well with the Dodgers, it's a bit like the Yankees. They've got that like iconic uniform, haven't they? You know, the Yankees have got the pinstripes and the Dodgers have got the Dodgers thing across there, which is like I've seen it in all types.
It's probably the second biggest. Oh, nah, probably not. I was gonna say the second biggest franchise in the baseball.
No, you got
the
Red
Boston
Sox.
Red Sox.
Yeah, Red Sox are quite high up. The Mets. There's a few that are quite...
but the Dodgers are definitely up there.
Dodgers are up there, yeah, but I think I'm talking about the uniform. The Dodgers uniform is something that you see in fashion.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see people
it's like
wearing
a Lakers jersey.
You'll see like, but you'll see Dodgers like, you know, a word across someone's shirt that doesn't say Dodgers, but it's in that style.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You'll say something similar, but in that same style as the way the Dodgers is wrote, yeah. And I think it's one of them where they probably got some kind of like, but you call it pattern on the font, like you say. But when you're selling an Ohtani shirt in Japan with Dodgers on it like that, everyone's going to have one. Yeah. That's going to be a major sell.
Isn't the Dodgers and the Angels like kind of rivals?
Probably, yeah.
Like both from LA. He's probably stayed in the same house.
But I don't know if the rivalry is that big in baseball for like for players to trade to different teams.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not like they can go to a different league.
It's not like Saquon Barkley going from like like the Giants to the Phillies, to the Eagles.
To the Eagles, man.
Yeah, you know. But it's meant how many people go from United to City or City to United?
Carlos Tevez.
Yeah, there's not many.
No.
There's been a few over the years, but not many. Doesn't happen often. But I think it's he's one of them. He's when you're buying someone like Shohei Ohtani, you're getting two players for one, aren't you?
Yeah, literally.
But it's,
you can't play with the same
the best player, you know. But you have to let us
I
know.
think the Dodgers are going to win it now.
Hmm?
I think the Dodgers are going to win the
I bet
series.
they don't.
Tenner.
20.
20.
There you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Cheers.